Well, I don't know what's with the Sunday evening struggles, but last Sunday evening we had a cow with milk fever. Now this Sunday evening we had a cow here that was having a calf. It was a little bigger. The calf, we got the calf out and it's fine. She went and pushed her uterus out. They call that a prolapsed uterus.
This cow keeps bawling and hollering and going on. Her problem is her calf's on this side and she doesn't like that very good.
Here's a video of her calf. That's another calf there standing behind him. These are both bull calves. The calf behind him is probably maybe a little smaller than your average calf, but not much. He's going to probably weigh 80, the black and white one there is probably going to weigh 85 or 90 pounds. But that shows you how big this calf was out of that one that had trouble having it. Lois and I only milk together on Tuesday mornings. We used to milk together a lot more than this, and we enjoy milking together. We give us time to talk and catch up on stuff that we don't talk about sometimes. Never know what you're going to get into in a day's work. There was a local construction company or excavating company called me and wondered if we wanted any topsoil. They had a job they were doing. They needed to get rid of some topsoil. The one load we were backing in here to dump, and it dropped, the sinkhole dropped through right where his front tire is. There we go. We got it. Hold it. Woo! This is what we call our old heifer barn, where we move them when they're first weaned. And this afternoon I'll scrape it out and bed all the pens. I'm just running them in here with this first group for now. We usually have 5 or 6 in a group here when they're younger. And then once they get down, there's about 5 pens. I think they're that size. Once they get down toward the other end, there's 2 bigger pens. A bullfight. Cool. Now they see me. Every now and then they got to figure out who's the biggest and the best. We had another cow come through that pipe back here. I think it was probably close to a year ago we had that happen. And yeah, where we walk in and out there at the back here to go into the holding area. Every now and then we have a cow squeeze through there, and this one here is a little fatter than some, so she can squeeze forward through it, but if you try to back her through it, she just can't get back through it. There, she wiggled herself out. Cows are fed and just got done milking, and my son and my youngest son Alex and my one nephew milked this morning, so. Everything's as calm and comfortable as you can have it.
I come out here and there's a little bit of water left in the nipples down in the bottom of the, like we use these feeders, and there's a little bit of water left down in there, and I think every feeder was frozen. So then with Arlen, he was doing the feeding, but then he came and helped a little bit, or he helped me thaw the feeders out. And anyways, so we got them all thawed out, and then I fed the bottle calves over there, which till then the hot water was about running off. So we got some out of the milk house and brought over. But anyways, it's so cold that I was waiting on the hot water heater to warm up a little bit. And I hoped my water would warm up till I fed all these calves, and till then the nipples were starting to freeze again. So it's cold. We're gonna be pretty happy when it warms up. I think it's supposed to get up maybe in the 20s today. That's gonna feel like a heat wave. We're gonna be like, it's gonna feel good. But anyways, well, at least our winters aren't usually quite don't stay that cold. So, I mean, it gets cold, but not that cold. The dogs are all snuggled up here in the straw, waiting for me to get done.
Yesterday morning was 10, almost 11 below 0 Fahrenheit, and this morning was 6 below. And today's finally supposed to get in the upper 20s, but then tonight's supposed to be cold again. So, yeah, I think we're all ready for some warmer weather. We don't get this kind of cold weather in Pennsylvania real often, thankfully. We're going to try this trick with throwing boiling water up in the air and it freezes before it hits the ground.
Who am I that the maker of heaven would love me and know me by name? In a world where I feel like a stranger, His love came and found me the same. In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in You.
Last cows in here and we're finishing up. Yeah, whatever we're gonna get done here, we gotta hang all the milkers back up and put jetter cups on them.
I'm gonna take the milker off. And here's a line back, and here's one of these gray ones. If you notice, see its hair, the white is way fluffier and the gray is like short and curly. Anyhow, we have a couple cows like that. And here's a red lineback.
It's Friday morning here. We're just finishing up milking. We got the last cows in here, and this morning we milked, I'm not sure if it's the most we've ever milked, but it's right up there against it. I think we milked 310 this morning. We had a lot of cows and heifers fresh here the last 10 days, and Friday morning is usually when we dry cows up, so we're drying up some this morning. I think we dried up 7, and I think we have another 5 or 6 that we'll dry up next week. So, looking at our triticale a little bit more here today. It's Sunday afternoon. I think we're gonna knock it down tomorrow. Nothing changes our mind. This stuff is just looking tremendous. We have a Vermeer, it's 33 feet wide once you unfold it. Everything and anything happening today. We got another nice week here the way it looks, and we're working at mowing this triticale, and my youngest son's mowing, my oldest son Willie is planting corn, and he's on the last field that we have ready for now. And I'm out tending this triticale. And now this triticale would be in what they call the early boot stage, when the head starts to form inside the stem. Man, this stuff is beautiful stuff. It's looking at a couple fields. It's Sunday afternoon, May the 3rd, and this corn was planted 11 or 12 days ago. And man, it's popping through. All of our corn is twin rows. There are 2 rows 8 inches apart, centered on the center of it's on 30-inch rows, but it's 2 rows 8 inches apart. We've been doing that for probably, I don't know, close 10 years now. And
Fruits have multiplied like overnight. Oh yeah, we have, let me see, there's 2 babies under there. And there's some more babies. They're all doing very well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 babies in here. And they're all doing very well. They all love to lay on the feeder here. I got the glare here. But they all go and they'll lay under here and they just sleep.
the last couple videos we've been talking about being dry, and last week there it started raining. I'm not sure. We had about 2 or 2.5 inches. Some more small grain down today. There's 2 hay fields here that are, yeah, there's not a whole lot of hay left in them, but we planted triticale and ryegrass in it. This morning is Mother's Day, Sunday morning, May the 10th, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. They're saying it's supposed to get up to around 70 and 70, 75, I think. And yeah, it's just the sun is coming up and it is gonna be a gorgeous day. We had a little red lineback heifer calf born this morning out of a cow. It's her 2nd calf that she had.
I'm not sure how this baby got on the horse's back, but I have a feeling it was on its back and the horse stood up and it stayed there.
We have 2 round bale wagons. The one holds 14 and the other holds 17. The one's 25 feet long, the other's 30 feet long. I'm up here looking at our triticale we left stand to chop here when it's headed out. And this stuff is unbelievable. It's up between, yeah, that's right there about head level. And some of it would almost stretch, it's up above my eyes. Here's one, yeah. It's not quite to the top of my head. Talking about our hand dug well, the water level in it. I did that video probably 3 weeks ago, and the water was, yeah, it's about twice as full as it was back then. Yeah, they have it concreted down maybe 7-8 feet at the most. It's right to the bottom of where it's concreted, and then the rest of the way on down is all rocks. This field here is the one I videoed, I think it'll be 2 weeks ago tomorrow night, where you could just barely start to see it down the row. So around our area years ago, there used to be an old saying, if it's knee high by the 4th of July, you'll have a good corn crop. Well, this stuff will be knee high here in about 2 weeks. Something that don't happen every day. My daughter was on her way to town and she called me and said there's cows out. So I came down here and here's the springers. They lifted a gate off the hinges and apparently there was a cow in the middle of calving and she had her calf just like right here. But yeah, all the springers are out except one. There's probably, I don't know, 15 or 18 of them. It's not too dry, but it's definitely not too wet. These mergers are pretty slick how they work. He's picking 3 rows up and putting it over on one. So, yeah.
Our doggy along. He likes to ride on the back of the gator. We try to get Penny to get on, and she always acts like she wants to come along. But as soon as we put her on, she'll bail right back off again.
At the end of our freestall barn, we have a reception pit where the alley scrapers drop the manure down into a pit. I think the pit's 4 feet wide and 8 feet deep, and it's probably, I don't know, 40 feet long, 38, 40 feet long. And then there's a pump in there that pumps it out twice a day, kicks on by a clock automatically, or a timer starts it. Did much of our springer pen here for a little while. We've been having a lot of fresh cows recently, cows and heifers. We've been having a lot of heifers calve, and which is a good thing. We had 10 born in the last 2 days, and out of the 10, I think 7 of them were heifer calves. So.
We obviously don't know too much about herding pigs.
Yeah, we do.
We know a lot, huh? We know you pick them up and put them in the... They always get all wound up about the pigs. Teddy hasn't seen them yet. Oh, he's quit hollering. They have this outside pen here, but then as soon as they would get up here to the door to go in here, they wouldn't come in. And we have some straw.
This morning is Sunday morning, June the 1st. I milked this morning, so it's scraping up here and giving our dry cows and red heifers away. Sunday evening here. I always go do a last check on the springers and come up to the freestall barn, just make sure everything's okay up here before we go to bed.
Evening out here right now, and I came out to feed my 2 little bottle babies, and yeah, you can hear the rain. It's raining, but here's the cute part. This is what the babies do. Like there ain't one of them got away, but these babies, like, we have like these boards here along the outside, and over the years the fodder, straw, everything got piled up in there, and it makes it perfect for the babies. They can just crawl up there and lie, and usually they line up. There's usually more than this.
This is the first day we're planting with our new air seed drill. We're planting a mixture of sorghum and sudex here in this field. You never know what you're going to get into in a day's work. We were over here today, or my son was planting sorghum in here, and he got stuck. And I didn't even think about doing a video whenever he was stuck. I should have did that, but man, he made some serious ruts. Here's our one cornfield. This is probably not, this isn't the tallest we got, but it's just about, yeah, it's right about knee high and doing very, very well. We were pouring some concrete and we had made up a weight for on the front of our big tractor that we plant with. And yeah, my son made a boxing out of plywood and some lumber around here and made a weight bar for on the front of it, or he welded up a frame, and then yeah, we poured full of concrete. And yeah, he wants to clean up the corners a little bit and then paint it, so should turn out and work pretty good. The concrete truck just got here, so we're getting ready to get started. Got all the wire in and got it ready.
It's everywhere. And right here, she finally decided to have her baby. Well, as fat as she is, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have some more. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear her.
I'm here checking some of our crops, and here's our wheat. It's looking pretty good, but we had put a fungicide on it, but it's still, some of these heads are getting a little funny looking. I'm about half afraid what might happen here yet. Might not be the best of a small grain year for us with all the rain we're having, but we'll see. This slate land is some of the weirdest ground. In the summer it gets dry fast, but then whenever you get a lot of rain, there's just springs open up everywhere.
This is his favorite thing to do. Works for the dog.
On the feeding here this morning. My oldest son Willie's away for the weekend, and there's a bunch of our part-time help needs off this weekend too, so I'm up here in the freestall barn running out the silage. All of our pens full. We've been about getting overrun with calves here of late, but yeah, they're all doing well.
These babies keep going up and down the steps.
We've been getting so much rain, and now it's supposed to get really, really hot. I think we're up to about 14 or 14 and a half inches since the 1st of May. Starting to grow the tap roots. Not all the stalks have them yet, but a bunch of them do. There's several. There's a couple starting on that one. Yeah, I was just finished up with the disc bind, and I backed it away and I looked over here, and here we have a calf out. It's that one that was born last night out of that older cow, that white older cow. But she's not coming over here, but she's there bawling. She knows it's her calf. Cave on our farm, and some of my relatives are around this weekend, and a bunch of them wanted to come down, so we came out today and came down in the cave. It's been here ever since we bought the farm, or my dad would have bought the farm. Here's the entrance down into it. There's just some rocks around here, and there's a hole down in the ground.
Our pigs have been really growing. They love when I mow the yard here, and if you blow the grass in for them, they just love it. But they are like, they're like so dirty. They stand here and they jump up, and they get the leaves off the weeping willow tree.
We got it all mounted back up. Yeah, we put 2 new bolts in, one here and one there. And then on the other side, we actually just left that bottom one in and stuck 2, one in the top and one in the middle. And yeah, it should, actually it's probably way stronger and sturdier than it was. And looks like it ought to work. But yeah, it's gonna hold a lot of stuff in here. I think we got it about 32 feet wide. I'm hoping for 16 to 1800 ton. I'm not quite sure we'll get quite that, but it should be awful close. Just about ready to shoot tassel. I'm not seeing any tassels yet, but you can see the swirls coming up here on the top right out of the center. But yeah, this stuff about a foot above my hand up there going now. I don't know if you can see it there or not. This is our soybean field that was planted the earliest. This would have been double cropped after triticale. They're getting up almost knee high, starting to get a few flowers on them actually, and yeah, they're coming along and looking really good. So
Smoke is starting to come up through them.
yeah, this dirt's not near as hard as on this hole as it was over there. That hole was right on a kind of a ridge there. This thing just unfolds sideways like that, and you can open it up as far as you need to or as little as you want to. For this, we'll just open it up enough to barely catch that windrow to flip it over. And yeah, you see how that one side goes down, and being we lock the other side, it stays up. So that works pretty nice. There's no reason to be raking the whole ground if you don't have to, and dragging in a bunch of extra dirt and stuff. So. We are getting some of the bales baled here today. We're aiming for 50 round bales. The rest of it we want a square bale. And some of this was a little bit tough, so we raked all of this. And there was one row over here along the corn. It was so tough that we actually tedded it out, spread it out, and then re-raked it. But yeah, it's all beautiful here today. Well, we didn't quite make it. It's pouring down rain. Yeah, we have about 20 bales there on the field yet. We have the one wagon's loaded and the other one's about half loaded, so we're going home. Get these things back in the shed. Got a load out here on the spreader ready to go. Here they came and they're starting to haul our manure. Yeah, we're getting it all agitated up. We're not gonna quite get this empty. There's probably 50 load in here. I don't know if we need 40 maybe. Probably not a whole lot more than that. But July 11th, Friday, July 11th, and we're planting the last of our corn today. This is in the wheat field that we took off earlier this week. So it's about 25 acres in this field. Then we have one field we're gonna plant in sorghum. There's still moisture in the ground, but the dust sure is rolling too. I don't know how much rain we just got, but it's wet. We got water running everywhere. There's water everywhere out here. We got water coming across the road up here at the corner. There's water just gushing everywhere. That's supposed to be part of our stream over there, and it's all flooded out in the field. Round 2 for today.
This is our billy. We have this little space like between the heifer shed and like a place where they park the skid loaders, and then the manure pits over here on the other side. Anyhow, it always grows up in weeds and stuff, so we put our billy in here. So he's a really nice looking one. He has quite the beard on him though, and he can sure stink.
The cows have been holding up fairly well. Yeah, they're definitely don't enjoy the heat and humidity, but yeah, they are holding up fairly well.